will be with some people is if they can't reach where I'm going, if it's too long a hair, too tall, and then all you do is you just drag it over the top and just go forward like this. Basically bring the hair up. You got the shear side so you guys can see it that way too, but I grab the whole hair like this. And now we start to cut it. Okay? And if I couldn't keep going upward towards the roof, then all I'd have to do is just kind of take it forward right over to the opposite side. So start cutting and then just walk over. I can keep my hands where I can blow my head all the way up to the end. So you'll get the same effect. It'll be easier. Actually, I have a little bit more volume that way. If you go zero, grab zero straight up, it'll be more of a skinnier. It won't concave in. It won't convex out. Yeah, that's it. But if you go all the way forward over the top, you get a little more volume. Because what's happening is you have the natural curve of the head. So if you take your hair all the way to the head and you cut it here, straight, and then you let it go, it just naturally, because you cut it in a curve from the base, it's going to have more volume going this way, where if I take the same hair and I pull it out in this direction and cut here, it's going to come in, it's going to have a heavier weight line, and it's going to sink in and kind of flip out, kind of like the Jennifer Aniston of Friends, where she kind of came out and then she flipped out, but it didn't want to go all the way over. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then, you got that? So the deal is that on the side where you can take it all the way to the opposite side, you're actually getting a natural little bit of a volume, so it won't sink in and be missing. It'll just be a little more full layers. Which is, I think, it's one of my favorite things in the shop to do. Just let it go. I've also a whole section talking when we start over, guys. And if you've lost yourself, just stop and re-up your section and try it one more time. Go up. You start to see it. Get rid of it in my clip. You use any hair, the hinge cut, and I'll go over that in the section. I'll show you. Sorry, I got an eye here. I can't get to the end. No, the hinge cut. What's good about this little technique that we'll do in the classes tomorrow as well is you can connect any length to any length. And I think that helps with any haircut. So right here I want to start. Just go up through it, walk through it. So literally, if I was inclined, which I want to do with her, I could start at the scalp. Grab the whole section. I could start here at the close I wanted to with my fingers and start working it. You keep cutting, cutting, cutting. So literally she'd be at 0 to 2-3 feet long if you wanted to. But again, fine section to start. And even if it's that close, she probably would just barely pop. Like, you know, if we cut a blunt, the whole part would stand up. But if you cut in this real thin angle, that would barely kick a little bit. So you actually could have the length, but you'd have to almost make it stand up because it's cut in a way where it doesn't want to pop up. Unless you have the Japanese hair. Some Japanese hair is really short. And we have a lot of Hispanic in California, and you got really coarse hairs too. We'll talk about that a little bit, but you got to know your hair before you cut something natural. That's for sure. Maybe test a little piece first. Again, here's my end, so I know as long as I don't go, if I don't cut that out there, even if I cut straight across, it'd be a really harsh layer, but she'd still have all our length. It's right here. Okay, like 2 more pieces and we're all done with this. Good camera work, you got there. Her hair's not falling out, it's just. Nice little layer cut on long hair, easy, you know, it's not a big deal, just little fine sections like better than thick sections. Show the back. The back is a little bit low now. See, can you just cut down the length of her hair and see how it's just, so it's just really long, but there's no real harsh layers in there, right? But if you wanted to lift it up, there's really short pieces in there. So you have a really layered haircut. But again, it's cut in such a way that if you brush it down, run it flat onto these little ends, it'd look like one length hair. So it's a really usable layers where it's not really telling you they have layers all the time. She could wear the professional suits or whatever, then she can kind of party it up at night. Thank you very much.
Is that like a real divorce?
What's that?
Frizzy texture though. You would never use that on like a.
You know, yeah, I would definitely use it on anything, but you just have to make sure, like I said, where. Yeah, you couldn't take this short on someone who had curly, frizzy hair because it's going to explode a big thing on top, and then you're going to have, like we were talking about earlier, longer. But you definitely take this, you would take a bigger set, maybe heavier sections too on that one, because you want, with curls you want weight, you want to tell it what to do. People say you can't use a thinning shear on curly hair because you get frizzy hair. It's true, but you can use a chunking shear on curly hair because if you have, this part's a heavy, long piece, and next to a heavy, short piece, I mean like a good amount, you can have a short curl, complete curl, and then long curls, and you can have those. But what happens when you use a blending shear or something with a little closer teeth, you start getting a short one next to a long one next to one, and then you become a big mess. But you can definitely take a section of hair, not on top, mind you, and remove. Let me show you these here for the camera. Good angle there. Don't tell what's going on, okay? Okay, you guys see the scissors there? Now, I could actually cut that on her hair for sure, but I could actually cut that on really curly hair because what's going to happen is the ones I cut are going to be a big amount of hair, and there's going to be just a short curly haircut. I mean, like curly hair, it's good to do a short curly haircut. It does, there's no problem. And then the other one's going to be a long curly haircut. You're just putting them together in big chunks. It's okay, it just puts texture in there. But if you take that same theory, and I went in here with this, and I was like, you know, did a bunch of little guys like this throughout the haircut, and did that, you're going to cause a lot more frizz. There's no strength in those short pieces. They're going to be just a fuzzy piece in there next to this long piece. So that's the difference of a blending shear over a chunking shear, big chunks in the hair or real fine things in the hair. And then if the only other thing you want to worry about is if she's going to really kind of shrink up when you cut her short, then don't cut her short unless that's what you want. Then you take that same haircut, bring it up, come up here. Because now you know this 12 inches of hair is going to work or what have you, and then when you kind of continue up to the top, then it's going to actually kind of be like, it's going to kind of blend out. You just don't want to get that point where that part just shrinks up. You got one haircut and the other lays flat and another one, and you got this weird divide, continental divide.
And this is?
We're going to use a little bit of the uplifting root blast. Put it in here.
I really want this.
She's going to party tonight, I gotta hook her up.
Wow.